paws began to tremble. It really was him. Shaking, he called out his name.
Big boy.
The cat's ear twitched as he perked up and looked at him, his mouth coming slightly agape once he saw Cato standing there. He turned around fully.
Cato.
The two stood in an easy silence.
Cato. Why are you here? What are you doing here? I should be asked you the same thing. I'm here because Minori brought me here to help her.
Minori and Dago slowly walked over. Big Boy gave Minori a dirty look as he approached, seeming to say,
Why the hell would you do that? You stupid cat. No, this isn't right. You should be at home and safe right now. It should have soft locked you there.
Minori stepped up.
Hold on. A soft lock? How do you know about soft locks? What else do you know exactly?
Big Boy only looked down as Cato stepped toward him.
Why are you here, Big Boy? I need an answer. And now.
He'd only sigh.
I can't tell you. All I can tell is that you need to go home. Please? No. Now, Big Boy, I don't know how you even got you here in the first place, but we know what's going on. You don't even know who we're dealing with. Yes, I do, in fact. I probably know more about it than you. So don't give me that kind of bullshit, Cato.
He hissed lightly. Cato flinched. He never heard or seen Big Boy be that stern and serious with him before.
I'm here to kill it and get you along with everyone else, home and safe. You're only proving my point. You don't understand what the fuck you're doing. I do. I've faced this thing at least 5 times, and 3 of those 5 times I beat it. I can do it again. Yes, but did it ever actually die? Well, no. It hasn't. And I've been aware of it in every phase world that I've been in since the 2nd iteration. I've seen it. Your victories don't matter. So why didn't you tell me? Hell, why did you not tell Minori even? If I had told any of you, you would have died. Everyone would have died. I didn't tell you to protect you. Listen and use your head for a fucking second. If you had told us this earlier, we could have dealt with this. We wouldn't even be here right now. Wow, can you not listen? Shut your mouth and open your goddamn ears. You would have died. God rude much. I will kill this thing because I know what I'm doing. We'll go home together, and you're going to tell me everything.
Cato, you? Yes. You. Just fucking listen to me and get it through your thick skull that you need to go home.
The fur on Big Boy's back raised as he screamed at Cato, clenching his paw. Cato didn't retort. He just stood in shock.
Big Boy. Please.
Big Boy glared at him coldly.
I see. You just won't give up, will you? If you won't go home on your own.
And so the two fought. Big Boy had certainly learned some new tricks. His attacks were deadly, and he wouldn't go down easily. As much as Cato hated it, he had to hit him with a strong, heavy sword over and over. It was multiple strikes before finally, devoid of energy, Big Boy fell to the floor. The walls vanished as Minori and Dago stepped inside and towards them.
Big Boy.
Big Boy lifted himself with his paws, still on the floor with his head hung low.
How many times? Cato. What? How many times have I had to watch you die? How many times have I woke up in a field to only find your corpse laying in front of me? And your blood on my paws, just because Entity was born one night. How many times have I buried your cold body? Or heard you pleading for your life as you went limp, only for me to see you the next morning, to see you just respawning in your bed, waking up from a bad dream. How many flowers have I put upon all your graves? How many? And how many more? How much death do I have to endure just to give up on this world entirely? How much more of its voice do I have to hear in my head telling me to give up and give in? How many more illusions and hallucinations do I have to see to just let Entity do whatever the hell it wants with me and this world?
He started to cry.
If it meant that you were to continue to live, I'd suffer through it all again. I'm doing this because I care, Kato.
He stood up, head still bent down.
You are the only reason I've continued to live with this torture. To keep you happy. To keep you sane. Because you are my friend. The best friend I've ever had. You don't deserve to die like this. So please, just go home.
Kato approached him, placed a paw under his chin, and lifted his head up, wiping his tears.
Big boy, I never knew, but I swear after today everything will be okay again. I'm going to save this world, and if it's the last thing I do, we'll go back home safe and sound, and you'll tell us everything. I swear we're gonna be okay.
Big boy grabbed his paw and removed it from his chin.
Kato, I'm so sorry, but that won't happen.
Why?
Becca!
The ground began to rumble and shake. It felt like footsteps. Big boy's eyes widened as he looked behind him, terrified as he realized he failed.
No, God, no.
They got closer. Everyone looked around and at Big Boy as he only cried more, his tears becoming bloody.
I failed. I tried to warn you and failed.
Big Boy pushed away Kato, knocking him over as a large, gray, bloody paws grabbed Big Boy firmly and started to drag him away. Gasping, Kato stood up.
Big boy.
Big Boy choked on his tears. Their eyes locked onto each other.
Kato, run, please.
He screamed. Fear coursed through his veins as he was dragged. Eventually, he faded from view, but a new figure approached. A huge, gray, blood-stained, polygonal cat approached. Its eyes weren't even attached to its head, neither the mouth. Its eyes were big, black circles with small red pupils. Its smile was unnaturally wide. From the looks, they could tell this was Entity.
So, here we are.
Entity.
Minori hissed.
Yes, I've returned.
It glanced at Doggo.
Oh, looks like we have an extra visitor. No matter. I'll just kill you again.
Doggo growled and shifted to Minori's side.
Enough with the talk. Where's Big Boy?
Kato shouted.
Odd, that vessel you call a friend. He's right here.
Opening his huge paw, there lay Big Boy, passed out with his chest cavity dug in two. His previously clean fur was now stained with the blood from his chest. Kato silently gasped at the sight.
Why so upset? In my opinion, you should have heeded his warnings. He proposed a deal to me the other day. He said that in exchange for complete control of his body in this world, he wanted me to leave you alone and alive. I agreed. I saw him try to do what we had planned, soft-locking you in your house. Unfortunately, your stupid friend messed it up. Since the plan failed, I suppose all bets are off. I'll give you a slow death to each one of you.
Kato gripped his paw and cursed himself for not listening. He was really trying to protect him. He was willing to give it all up for him. Kato hissed. His sacrifices wouldn't be in vain.
I'm gonna kill you. And this time you will stay dead.
Minori and Doggo went and stood at his sides.
My. How sweet. Fine, let us fight. Just let me even out the playing field a little bit.
Not even a second later, Kato heard Minori gasp with Doggo starting to whimper. Looking to where she was, he saw that a large thin spike impaled her chest and took her beating heart with it.
Minori.
The two rushed to her side. Kato grabbed her cold paw. Weakly, she glanced her dull eyes over to him.
I'm sorry. I can't help you any. Further.
And with that, she closed her eyes and laid her head back to rest. Doggo looked at her and whimpered again.
Miss Minori.
As devastating as it was, it reminded him of something. The time that his world was taken by Entity, when he was murdered the exact same way, impaled through the chest by a spike, and how painful it was to be there, alive yet in constant insufferable pain. Yet, it also reminded him of how Minori was so kind to revive him, to help him out of his misery. Now, he wanted to do the same for her. Doggo turned and stepped towards Entity, baring his teeth, growling and barking. Letting go of Minori's paw, Kato stepped beside him and drew up his sword.
Oh, and yet you two still insist. I see. Well then, let us begin.
The battle was long and treacherous. Every time one fell down, the other had to take over while also reviving the other. While Kato was stronger, Doggo was faster. Combined, he found a way to win. And with that, Kato struck the final blow.
No.
And then everything went white and silent. When Kato woke up and looked around, the place was a lighter tint, sky and ground alike. The air was lighter, as the presence of danger could no longer be felt. Everyone else was out cold, and now uninjured. Doggo and Minori woke up next. Once Doggo saw her, he wagged his tail and leapt into her arms, hugging her. Kato didn't look at them for long before looking for someone else.